Welcome to Astrology Secrets, where we uncover the mysteries and truths of astrology. Today we will explore together the truth about the upcoming destiny for Sagittarius in 2026. Please watch until the end of the video. Do not miss this important information. We stand at the threshold of a monumental year, a temporal gateway for all souls born under the sign of the celestial archer. The year 2026 is not merely another rotation around the sun, it is a cosmic convergence, a carefully orchestrated symphony of planetary energies designed to catalyze a profound metamorphosis within your very being. For you, Sagittarius, the air crackles with a potent, almost electric sense of destiny. Imagine a cosmic tapestry, woven with threads of shadow and light, where the great chronocraters, Saturn and Jupiter, begin to trace a new pattern upon the fabric of your life. This pattern speaks of a fundamental shift, a complete alchemical transformation of your state of existence. It whispers a promise that is both daunting and exhilarating, a journey from the valley of scarcity to the sunlit peaks of immense prosperity. We are not speaking of a simple lottery win or a fortunate turn of events. We are speaking of a seismic shift in your personal power, your social standing, and your material reality. The universe is extending an invitation to embark on a quest, one that will test the very limits of your faith, your resilience, and your vision. This journey requires a guide, a map to navigate the celestial currents. Stay with us, for at the culmination of our exploration, we will reveal the destiny-guiding key, the singular piece of wisdom that will unlock the full potential of this extraordinary year. This is your moment to understand the grand design, to align with the forces of creation, and to consciously co-author the next, most abundant chapter of your life story. To comprehend the magnitude of the transformation awaiting you in 2026, we must first journey inward into the core essence of the Sagittarian soul. You are the philosopher, the explorer, the eternal seeker of truth. Your spirit is an arrow, perpetually aimed at a distant horizon, propelled by an unquenchable fire of optimism and a deep-seated belief in the boundless possibilities of existence. This inherent nature, this need for freedom, expansion, and meaning, is the very raw material the cosmos will work with this year. However, the planetary alignments of 2026 will challenge you to redefine your understanding of truth and freedom. For years, you have sought answers in the external world through travel, education, and grand philosophies. Now, the universe demands a journey inward, into the uncharted territories of your own psyche and ancestral lineage. The primary architect of this inner excavation is Pluto, the planet of transformation, which has firmly established itself in Aquarius, activating your third house of mindset, communication, and perception. This is not a gentle influence, it is a complete demolition and reconstruction of your mental frameworks. Pluto's transit here is a multi-year process of uprooting limiting beliefs about your own intelligence, your right to speak, and your capacity to influence the world with your ideas. The very frequency of your thoughts will begin to change, becoming more potent, more penetrating, and imbued with an undeniable power. This is the bedrock of your destiny keyword. From broke, become a mega rich. The state of being broke is not merely a financial condition. It is a state of mind, a belief system rooted in perceived limitations. Pluto is here to shatter that system. It will compel you to confront intellectual arrogance, to unlearn outdated knowledge, and to embrace a new way of thinking that is both revolutionary and deeply authentic. Your words will begin to carry a new weight, a new gravity, capable of manifesting reality in ways you have never before experienced. Simultaneously, the great teacher, Saturn, will be transiting through the watery depths of Pisces, illuminating your fourth house of foundations, home, and emotional security. This is perhaps the most crucial and potentially challenging aspect of the year. While your soul yearns to soar, Saturn demands that you first build a solid launch pad. Saturn in Pisces asks you to confront the ghosts of your past, the inherited emotional patterns and family legacies that have subtly dictated your relationship with security and stability. The concept of home will be redefined. It is no longer just a place to rest between adventures. It becomes the sacred sanctuary from which your power emanates. This transit will force you to address any unresolved emotional debts, to heal ancestral wounds related to scarcity, and to establish a profound sense of inner belonging. True wealth cannot be built on a foundation of emotional quicksand. Saturn's presence here is a divine mandate to create emotional and literal structures that can actually hold the immense abundance that is destined for you. The journey from broke to mega rich begins with healing the poverty consciousness that may be embedded not in your bank account, but in your soul's history. It is a call to become rich in spirit, rich in security, and rich in self-worth, creating the magnetic container for material wealth to flow into. This cosmic combination of a transformed mind, courtesy of Pluto, and a fortified emotional foundation, courtesy of Saturn, sets the stage for a spectacular metamorphosis of your position in the world. The shift from a state of lack to one of vast abundance is not just about accumulating assets. It is about a fundamental change in your social identity, your influence, and your personal authority. In 2026, the universe is not just offering you wealth, it is offering you a throne, a new role of power and significance that you must consciously choose to occupy. The key planetary player in this dramatic ascent is Uranus, the Great Awakener, continuing its revolutionary journey through Gemini and your 7th house of partnerships. Uranus here acts as a celestial lightning rod, bringing sudden, unexpected, and game-changing alliances into your life. The people you partner with this year, in business and creative ventures, even in marriage, will be catalysts for a quantum leap in your social standing. Prepare for relationships that are unconventional, brilliant, and perhaps even disruptive. You may find yourself forming an alliance with a technological genius, a social visionary, or someone who operates far outside the established norms of your field. These partnerships are not meant to be comfortable. They are meant to be electrifying, pushing you beyond your known limits and introducing you to networks and circles of influence you previously only dreamed of. A contract signed this year could be the very document that rewrites your public identity. Be open to collaborators who challenge your thinking and present you with opportunities that seem to come out of nowhere. This is the Uranian signature, sudden elevation through strategic connection. The positional shift is also profoundly influenced by the work Pluto is doing in your 3rd house. As you transform your mind and your message, you will naturally begin to attract a different caliber of audience and collaborators. Your words, now infused with Plutonian depth and power, will command respect and attention. You will no longer be just the cheerful adventurer. You will be seen as a thought leader, a strategist, a voice of consequence. This is the essence of your power transformation. It moves from the inside out. You are not chasing a new position. You are becoming the person who effortlessly commands it. The Jupiter transit in 2026 further amplifies this theme. In the first half of the year, your ruling planet, Jupiter, journeys through Cancer and your 8th house of shared resources, investments, and deep transformation. This transit provides the seed capital for your rise. This could manifest as a significant loan, a venture capital investment, an inheritance, or the powerful backing of a spouse or business partner. You are learning to leverage the power of others, to merge your vision with their resources in a way that creates something far greater than the sum of its parts. Then, mid-year, Jupiter makes its grand entrance into Leo, igniting your 9th house of expansion, higher wisdom, and global reach. This is a homecoming for your Sagittarian spirit. With your foundation secured by Saturn and your initial capital acquired, Jupiter in Leo gives you the cosmic green light to broadcast your transformed message to the world. Publishing, teaching, international business, and media ventures are incredibly favored. This is when your new position is solidified on a grander stage. You are no longer just participating in the conversation, you are leading it. Your ascent is complete, moving from a seeker of knowledge to a beacon of wisdom, whose influence and authority are recognized and respected. The flow of material resources in 2026 is a direct consequence of the profound inner work and positional shifts occurring in your life. The universe operates on a principle of energetic resonance. As your internal state transforms from scarcity to abundance, your external reality must follow suit. The journey from broke become a mega-rich is a strategic process, not a stroke of luck, and the planets provide a clear roadmap for this accumulation of sustainable wealth. Saturn's transit through your fourth house of foundations is the cornerstone of your entire financial strategy this year. This is the phase of building the vault before you fill it with treasure. Saturn encourages slow, steady, and disciplined investment in foundational assets. This is an excellent year for real estate, for purchasing land, or for investing in the long-term security of your home and family. Saturn's influence here is about creating tangible, lasting value. It cautions against get-rich-quick schemes and speculative ventures that lack a solid basis. The wealth you build under this transit is designed to last for generations. It is about creating a legacy, a financial bedrock that provides not just money, but a deep sense of security and stability that liberates your spirit to pursue its grandest ambitions without fear. This is the process of building old money consciousness, patient, strategic, and enduring. While Saturn builds the container, Jupiter provides the flow. As we touched upon, Jupiter's journey through your 8th house in the first part of the year is critical for capital injection. This house governs other people's money. Your ability to attract investors, secure favorable loans, and manage joint finances with a partner will be greatly enhanced. This is a time to be fearless in asking for the resources you need to fund your vision. It is also a period of deep financial cleansing. You may find yourself finally paying off old debts, resolving tax issues, or cutting financial ties that have been draining your energy. This clearing of financial karma is essential before new abundance can enter. When Jupiter moves into Leo and your expansive 9th house mid-year, the dynamic shifts from accumulation to multiplication. Your focus will turn towards revenue streams that are tied to your knowledge, your vision, and your global reach. Opportunities in international trade, online education platforms, publishing deals, or creating a brand that has a philosophical or inspirational message will be extraordinarily fruitful. Jupiter in its home house for you is like a powerful cosmic wind in your sails, allowing you to scale your ventures rapidly and reach a much wider audience. Your belief in your own message becomes a magnetic force for prosperity. We must also consider the influence of Neptune, which makes its momentous shift into Aries and your 5th house of creativity, speculation, and risk. This transit, beginning a 14-year cycle, infuses your creative pursuits with a touch of the divine. Your path to wealth may be intrinsically linked to a highly imaginative project, an artistic endeavor, or an innovative idea that seems to be channeled from a higher source. However, Neptune also carries a veil of illusion. While it can inspire genius, it can also lead to misjudgment in speculative investments. The key is to balance Neptune's boundless imagination with Saturn's grounding realism. Use your intuition and creative inspiration to guide your ventures, but subject them to the rigorous, practical scrutiny that Saturn demands. True, sustainable wealth in 2026 is achieved by masterfully blending the visionary with the practical, the expansive dream with the solid earthly foundation. Amidst this profound external transformation of wealth and power, the cosmos is also guiding you on an equally important journey of deep emotional healing and relational evolution. True wealth is a holistic state of being, and in 2026, you are being called to become rich in love, intimacy, and self-acceptance. The heart of this healing process lies again with Saturn's transit through your fourth house of emotional roots. Saturn, in the mystical sign of Pisces, acts like a deep sea diver, plunging into the depths of your subconscious to retrieve forgotten memories, unresolved family dynamics, and ancestral patterns that have shaped your ability to give and receive love. You may find yourself reflecting on your childhood, your relationship with your parents, and the very definition of nurturing you have carried throughout your life. This can be a tender, even sorrowful process, but it is one of incredible liberation. By facing these old ghosts, you are not being asked to dwell in the past, but to understand it, forgive it, and release its hold on your present. This healing of your foundational emotional body is what allows you to build truly secure and authentic relationships in the future. You learn that your ultimate safe harbor is not another person, but the home you build within your own heart. As this deep inner healing takes place, your relationships with others will naturally begin to transform. Uranus in your seventh house of partnership ensures that the status quo is not an option. This transit demands authenticity and freedom within your connections. Relationships that are built on codependency, outdated roles, or a lack of intellectual stimulation will likely face sudden disruptions. Conversely, you will be powerfully drawn to partners who mirror your own growth, individuals who are independent, forward-thinking, and who honor your need for space and expansion. For those who are single, a fated, electrifying encounter is highly probable, one that feels both exciting and slightly destabilizing in true Uranian fashion. This relationship will challenge your preconceived notions of what partnership should be. For those in existing relationships, this is a year to consciously innovate your connection, to find new ways to grow together, and to grant each other the freedom to evolve as individuals. The entrance of Neptune into Aries and your fifth house of romance and self-expression adds a layer of enchantment and spiritual longing to your love life. You may find yourself yearning for a soulmate connection, a love that feels transcendent and divinely inspired. This transit can bring incredibly romantic and poetic experiences, but it also requires discernment. The key is to not project an idealized fantasy onto another person. The true purpose of this transit is to fall in love with your own creative spirit, to find romance in the act of creation, and to express your most authentic self with courage and vulnerability. The healing journey of 2026 teaches you that the most profound love affair you will ever have is the one you cultivate with yourself. As you become more whole, more emotionally secure, and more deeply in love with your own soul's journey, you become a magnet for the healthy, expansive, and soul-stirring connections you truly deserve. To navigate the powerful currents of 2026, it is essential to have a strategic awareness of the shifting energies month by month. Let us trace the path of the year, providing a mental framework to guide your actions. The year begins with a strong focus on inner work, as Saturn's influence in your fourth house is palpable in January and February. Use this time for reflection, journaling, and strengthening your home and family connections. Avoid making major external moves without first securing your emotional base. As we move into March and April, we enter the first eclipse season, activating your axis of self and partnership. Expect fated events and sudden clarity around key relationships. A significant commitment or a necessary ending may occur, so be prepared to make decisive choices about who walks with you into this new future. May and June mark a turning point as your ruler Jupiter enters the jubilant sign of Leo. A surge of optimism and expansive energy will propel you forward. This is the time to launch the big ideas you have been nurturing and to broaden your horizons through travel or study. The universe signals a powerful green light for growth. The summer months of July and August bring a Mercury retrograde cycle, urging a period of review and refinement. Revisit your creative projects, rethink your message, and double-check all contracts and communications. This is a time to perfect your strategy, not to push for new territory. September and October usher in the second eclipse season, focusing on your daily routines, your work, and your spiritual well-being. This is a powerful time to release old habits that no longer serve you and to implement new systems that support your physical and mental health. A deep clearing of karmic debris occurs now. Finally, as we approach the end of the year, November and December are charged with dynamic energy as Mars transits Leo. Your passion, creativity, and drive will be at a peak. This is the moment for bold action, for confident self-expression, and for ending the year on a powerful, decisive, and triumphant note, fully stepping into your newfound power. We have traversed the cosmic landscape of 2026, exploring the transformation of your mind, the fortification of your soul, the elevation of your status, and the expansion of your wealth. Now we arrive at the heart of the matter, the singular piece of wisdom that will serve as your compass through this monumental year. This is the destiny guiding key for Sagittarius in 2026. The key is not a secret action or a magic formula. It is a profound and paradoxical principle you must embody. The key is this: to build the highest tower of worldly success, you must first be willing to dig the deepest foundation of emotional truth. Your entire journey from a state of perceived lack to one of mega abundance hinges on this single concept. Your Sagittarian nature constantly urges you to look outward and upward, to shoot your arrow towards the next distant star. This year, the universe is teaching you that the power behind the arrow's flight comes not from the tip, but from the tension in the bowstring as it is pulled back. That backward pull is your journey into your fourth house, into your past, your roots, your emotional core. Every moment you spend healing an old wound, every time you choose to build a routine of emotional stability, every effort you make to create a true sanctuary in your home and in your heart, you are drawing back that bowstring. You are gathering immense potential energy. The fear may be that in looking back, in going deep, you will lose your momentum. The cosmic truth is the opposite. It is only by grounding yourself this deeply that you can achieve the altitude you are destined for. Without this foundational work, any success you achieve will be precarious, built on sand, and liable to collapse. But with a foundation built on emotional honesty and authentic security, the wealth and status you build will be unshakable, a testament to your wisdom and resilience. So when you feel the pull to escape or to chase the next shiny object, remember your key. Turn inward. Do the deep work. Build your sanctuary. For in mastering the depths of your own inner world, you are given the keys to mastering the outer world. The archer's greatest power is realized when they understand that the journey to the stars begins with a sacred connection to the earth beneath their feet. Your destiny in 2026 is not a passive prediction. It is an active blueprint for co-creation. You are the celestial archer, and these planetary alignments are the winds that can carry your arrow to its most magnificent target yet. You've been given the map, you understand the terrain, and now the journey is yours to take. The transformation from a state of limitation to one of limitless prosperity is a testament to your courage, your faith, and your willingness to evolve. This is a marathon, not a sprint, a year-long strategic alignment with the forces of destiny. The insights we have shared today are the overarching strategic vision for your year. However, the cosmic weather shifts and the tactical details of your journey will require ongoing guidance. To ensure you stay perfectly aligned with the unfolding celestial opportunities, we invite you to become a part of our community. Subscribe to Zodiac Secrets 365 and activate your notifications. We will be releasing in-depth quarterly strategic forecasts, providing you with the precise adjustments and tactical advice needed to navigate the specific energies of each season. These updates will be your trusted guide, helping you to know when to push forward, when to reflect, and when to make those pivotal, life-altering decisions. Do not leave your grandest year to chance. Join us and let us continue this journey together, decoding your cosmic blueprint for success, step by step. Your mega-rich destiny is not just a possibility, it is a reality waiting to be claimed. Let's claim it together.